Hi, and welcome back to It's Miracle Beauty. Today I am doing my pan challenges. It will be in three separate videos. This intro will be on all three. Now it explains to you guys exactly what's happening, exactly what's going on. So I have three challenges going. Originally it was the rotating or rolling 10. I had 23 or just items I needed to pan, and that one I called my full face. The whole year so far I've said that full face what I need to change. But basically there's 10 in the first challenge, 23 in the second, and 20 in the third. And they are random. They could be perfume, they could be beauty, they could be body, they could be hair, they could be anything. Vastly majority has been makeup so far, but I am rotating through, and my goal is not to complete everything. Like sometimes pan challenges are truly to use up an entire item that year. That is not my goal in majority of my products. I have a very large beauty collection, and I am trying to get use out of multiple products, not just these. So if that sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll come along with me on the updates for end of March for my 3 pan challenges for 2023. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one is my rolling 10. I did get this idea, and I say it every single time, from Christina Chang. And so it is a rolling 10. You always have 10 products in this pan. Some people only do that. I decided to do more because I like it. And honestly, this year I've really fallen in love with it. Meaning doing pan challenges. So I had I think January was the same items, February was the same items. March was the first month I switched things up, and this month I am switching some things up. So first thing I did was the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. It does look like this. This is expired and then some. So if you saw my declutter, and I don't know which order these are going out, but if you saw my declutter, I just got rid of a ton of foundation because they're expired, but yet in these pan challenges, I have some that are technically expired as well. So it's kind of hypocritical, but I've got so much use in these two in particular that I really want to finish them or get close to it. So this one, because I keep mine, like if I put it up, it doesn't show you how much is left, right? I could measure it with a piece of paper, but ooh, I don't want to do it too far. That's all I have left of this one. And if you look, I've used a ton of this year. So this was right at the top when I started this pan challenge. If you look, there's like at least a ½ inch to, I don't know, close to a ½ inch, if not a ½ inch of room there. So I am going to keep this in the challenge. So that is going to stay. The NARS Tinted Foundation or Tinted Moisturizer, this is in Finland Light 1. This is a little bit too dark for me. I bought this when it was my summer shade, and I have tried to get as much use out of this as I can, mixing it actually with the Makeup Forever because it's a little bit light, but this has gone off. This is not working the same. It doesn't feel the same. It has almost like an oily consistency, so I am decluttering this, and this is going in the trash. In its place, I am moving in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation. It does look like this. This is actually a repurchase. I had purchased this pre-COVID or right when COVID hit, and then I never used it because I wasn't wearing makeup that whole time frame, and it actually went bad. So I repurchased this when it was on sale for like $19, and I want to get my use out of it this time. So that is going in for that NARS. Kosas Foundation is still in it. And I just realized, you guys, I wasn't telling you. I usually tell you my usages and things like that. So the Makeup Forever stick, 7 times. I used it at least 7 times. Tinted Moisturizer was 5. It was 5. It was painful to use at 5. So the Kosas was 5 again. I'm trying to pick this up this month. Sorry, I keep picking it because there's some makeup on it. But I'll probably pick this up this month and do a little bit more. But I did the 5. This one I've not been loving like I did the first 2 months. I don't know if I'm just kind of tired of it. But I do want to get my use because this is notorious for going bad. Next is Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy. I don't even know if they still make this, but you can tell by the packaging. This is one of my first high-end makeup purchases ever. It does have a pretty big divot. I am just trying to hit pan. I use it for my inner corner usually. Just want to hit pan, and then I'll kick it out of the challenge. One that has been in here the whole year, but I am moving out. Sorry about that, is the ColourPop, and it's like actually wearing even more. But this is the Fresh and Peachy by ColourPop. I'm actually going to throw this away. It's funny. When I first started using it, it felt fine, but even now when I feel it, it has a rougher consistency. It doesn't have like a good powder, and there's like chunks in it. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the camera. So I am going to let this go completely and throw this away, and I am going to move in its place the Rose Ink Bronzer. This is in Parrot K. So I wanted this really bad. I bought it during the Black Friday sale. It does look like this. It's a little bit warmer than I prefer my bronzers, but this is less than 90 days old. No, it's about 90 days or 100 days old in my possession, and it's already drying out. This, I don't know if it's faulty packaging. I don't know if it's just a quick product, but it's already drying out. So I want to get as much use as I can out of that. Next one is the Essence Brow Gel. I had voiced I kind of had a feeling this was going bad, and it is. It doesn't work right by the end of the month. It was just not doing right. You could like see it in my brows. It had like, the color wasn't consistent. So this is going in the trash. It's at least 3 years old, so makes sense. In its place is not a brow product. I'm actually putting in its place my Tory Burch Love Relentlessly perfume. It's a little over halfway or about halfway gone, and I'm gonna shoot to finish this and pan this. I actually really truly like, this is an amazing perfume. It's more of a spring winter scent, I think. I don't know, I guess it's kind of flowery, maybe summer too. But I used it all the time when I first got it, and I have a ton of perfume, so I don't usually use one this far that quickly. This is probably 2 years old maybe, but which isn't quick for some people. For me, that's really quick. But I really do love this one, and it keeps kind of getting mixed in and lost in my perfume. So I'm bringing it to the front, and I'm going to try to finish it. So next is the Balm Eyebrow Pencil. This one is still working pretty good. I'm going to leave it in, and I just realized I'm still not doing my counts. I am just screwing stuff up today. That Urban Decay is 7 times. I used it at least 7. That Peach Blush was 5. Used it at least 5. The Essence Brow Gel was 5, used it about 5, and then tossed. This was 5. I used it at least 5. So I probably used that one more than 5, but I stopped counting at 5 in case you've never been here. My goal is to make sure I use the products at least that much. I can use it as much more as I want, and I don't need to note it. So next is the Good Molecules Primer. If you remember, I was pretty high up in this one last month, and it is gone. In fact, it was moved in or moved out on 3/12. I finished it that early in the month, so this is gone, and I'm throwing it away. Well, I'm actually going to put it in my empties to put my empties video, but I hem-hawed about what to move in for this one because I wanted it to be another primer, and I ended up doing my Fenty. You can see where the line was. This is the moisturizing primer, and I actually have fallen deep in love with this again. This used to be my favorite primer. I actually like both of Fenty's, not their matte, but the 2 other ones. I really like this one in the original one. So this is called the Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. This is a smoothing primer without it being too silicone-y. So it's really nice, and I enjoy it. I've used about half of what I have left. I am going to try to finish this in March. I don't know that I'll be able to because when I'm filming this, there's only a couple days left, and there's a lot there. However, if not, I am going to keep this in my everyday makeup drawer because I would like to finish it since I'm so close. So that one is moved in. And then we have the Fenty Under Eye Corrector. Looks like that. We are getting to the tail end of it. I thought I took that one out though. Hold on a second. Yeah, this one is going to roll out, and I'm actually going to roll in the Maybelline eraser in its place. This one has maybe a quarter of the way gone. I actually enjoy this one. It's not bad at all. This one I'm just tired of, so I need a break. I might put it back in my challenge at a later date, but I am moving this in. When that Fenty rolls out, I'm rolling it out now, but technically starting April 1st, I will be working on my travel size. This is the Coconut Smoothie Skin Primer by First Aid Beauty. I do have a full size one as well. This is travel. I can't remember if I paid for this or got it free, to be quite honest. If I knew for sure I got it free, I probably would just pass it on and start my other one. But I am going to try to do this one relatively quick so that I can move on to the full size. This is a very enjoyable primer for me. It's very as I throw it. It's very moisturizing, and it is very easy to use with dry skin. So that one is going to go in. I had to count for a minute because it's rolling 10 and I had 11 products, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, it's because the Fenty's not out yet. Last one is by Ciate London, and this is the Marbled Metalled Eyeshadows in Entwine. This is one that I am still shocked that this is so functional. It is still pretty moist and, sorry, I know people hate that word, but that's what it is, a wet formula, and it works really well. I actually use this more than I thought I would in March, and I think February as well, so I am going to keep that in. So that is my rolling 10. All of my intros and outros will be the same for all 3, so check out the other ones. They have a lot more products and a lot more details. See you soon, guys. Bye.